We're on page 55, and the problems that we're going to do here are 3H and J. If we go to problem 4 right here, and we're going to do H and J, and then 5 we're going to do J. So let's start with the first problem. And we're told that we're going to multiply and simplify. So basically all we're doing here is using the distributive rule. First thing we're going to do is multiply the 4x squared times the 3x cubed. And we're going to multiply the 4x squared times the minus 12x squared. And finally we're going to multiply the 4x squared times the minus 6. So let's do the first term. Minus 4x squared times 3x cubed, minus 4x squared times 3x cubed. So there's a positive here, a negative and a positive give us minus. 4 times 3 gives us 12. And we add the exponents 2 and 3 and we get 5. Now we're going to multiply 4x squared times minus 12x squared. So there are two minuses here. We're going to get plus 4 times 12 is 48. We're going to add the power here to the power here, and we're going to get x to the 4th. And finally, we're going to multiply minus 4x squared times minus 6, which will give us, a minus and a minus will give us plus 24. And we just multiply x squared here, and nothing else, no x term there, so we're left with 24x squared. So we have minus 12x to the 5th, 48x to the 4th, plus 24x squared. Same kind of thing here. We're going to use the distributive rule. We're going to multiply this times this, and we're going to multiply minus 9x 5th to the 5th, and minus 2x to the 4th. And finally, we're going to multiply minus 9x to the 5th with plus 8x squared. So minus 9 times minus 3 gives us plus 27, and we add the powers of the x by plus 6. So we get 27x to the 11th as the first term. Now minus 9x to the 5th times minus 2x to the 4th gives us 18. We're going to add the powers of x, 5 plus 4, and we'll get 9. So that's plus 18x to the 9th. And finally, we're going to multiply minus 9 plus 8 is going to give us minus 72. And when we multiply the x terms here, we're going to add them, 5 plus 2, so we get x to the 7th. I believe there's an error in the text answer to this. So we get 27x to the 11th plus 18x to the 9th minus 72x to the 7th. Okay, now we're on 4H, and we're going to use FOIL here. So we're going to multiply, first of all, the first times the first. So the 2x squared times the 5x squared gives us 10x to the 4th. Now, FOIL means the second one. It doesn't matter whether you use the O or the I. It doesn't matter the order that you do these in, but usually we take the outer one next. So that's plus 2x squared plus 3. We're going to multiply this term by that term, both positive, so we get 6x squared right here. 6x squared. Next, we want the inner one, which is minus 7 times 5x squared. So this times this gives us minus 35x squared. And finally, L gives us minus 7 times plus 3, which is minus 21. So this is first, outer, inner, and last. The outer and the inner are combined right here. These two are combined. plus 6 minus 35 gives us minus 29. Number 4J. Here, first of all, we're going to use the FOIL method on x minus 5 times 2x plus 3. Going to do that first. And then we're going to multiply, use the distributive rule, and multiply what's in the brackets by 3x cubed. So leave the 3x cubed as it is right here. First times first gives us 2x squared. Now, the outer one is plus 3 times plus x gives us plus 3x. So that's the outer one. The inner one is minus 5 times plus 2x, which gives us minus 10x. And then the last one is minus 5 times plus 3, gives us minus 15. We combine the inner and the outer. Plus 3 minus 10x gives us minus 7x. So we've now completed the FOIL method for this. So x minus 5 times 2x plus 3 is 2x squared minus 7x minus 15. Now we're going to use the distributive rule. We're going to multiply 3x cubed times 2x squared. That gives us 6x to the 5th because we add the 3 and the 2 here. Next we multiply 3x cubed minus 7x gives us minus 21 because of the 3 and the 7. And x cubed times x to the power 1 gives us x to the 4. Finally, we're going to multiply 3x cubed minus 15, which gives us minus 45x cubed. So there's our final answer there. So like as I said, first we're going to use the FOIL method here. That gives us this. Then we're going to use the distributive rule to multiply this times each term in here. And when we do that, we get this. Okay, so find the special products and simplify. Again, we're going to do the same thing right here. We're going to use the distributive rule. Excuse me, we're going to use the FOIL rule. So right here, we're going to use the FOIL rule afterwards when we multiply the FOIL rule by what we got from FOIL by 7x cubed. We'll use the distributive rule. So first of all, we're going to multiply these two together, and you'll see that the terms are the same, 3x and 3x, plus 2 and minus 2. So this is the product of the sum and the difference. And what happens here is if you use FOIL, you'll see the first times the first is 9x squared, 3x times 3x. Now the outer is minus 2 times 3x, which gives us minus 6x. The inner is plus 2 times 3x, which gives us plus 6x. And the last term is plus 2 times minus 2, which gives us minus 4. So the minus 6x and the plus 6x go to 0. So essentially we have 9x squared minus 4. Now we multiply 7x cubed times 9x squared, and we get 63. 7 times 9 is 63. X cubed times x squared, we add the powers, 3 plus 2, we get x to the 5th. Then we have a minus, we put a minus here, and 7 times 4 is 28, and we just have the cubed term here, so x cubed. So this basically completes page 55.